Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'll be reviewing a movie, obviously, of course. Always take enjoyment of going to the cinema. I've been around for quite a while, folks, ever since way before the Great Depression. Just sitting in those seats, the crowd of people, always seems to be enjoyment. There's just something about that seems to be enjoyable. So, the comfort film I'll be reviewing is this one right here, folks, A Hero's Tears. So, of course, as always, I do have to talk about the plot. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh yeah. So yeah, there's this character whom is the son of a man who is destined to put him on carry a particular weapon, so to speak. He is destined to die at the hands of a swordsman carrying a sword with tear drop designed forged into its blade, so to speak. He believes that if he carries this particular sword, then his father won't die. So, trying to switch places, so to speak. So, this particular young character leaves his village in order to start a martial arts under this famous warrior, so to speak. However, the thing is that he soon learns that being a hero does come with a great emotional price, so to speak. So basically, that's the nutshell of the story, so to speak. And of course, the thing is, yeah, this film is basically one of those crazy ass kung fu films I've been reviewing, which of course I don't mind really. And I do kind of think it's kind of weird that the main character has this particular hairstyle, kind of makes him look like a woman, but whatever it is. I don't get what was trying to aim for with this. I don't know. I don't think they were trying to do a cross-dressing kind of thing, so it kind of comes to question. Anyway, so, yeah, besides that, I did like the premise of this particular movie, of course, folks. It just come off rather adventurous, which makes sense. This is a kung fu movie. It's not going to make any sense if this movie just stays in one spot. That'd be pretty boring. So, of course, our main character right here is going to go on a journey. We get to meet other characters, obviously, along the way. So, there's a bunch of craziness infected in here, folks. It's infected with craziness in its own little way. And of course, as always, I do have to talk about the fight scenes. The fight scenes are crazy, as you might expect. They're pretty done in their own way. I like the way it was done here, folks. Of course, again, I'm reviewing the American dubbed version, which isn't particularly good, really. The dubbing is pretty meh. So, again, if you could get past that, you could enjoy this film, I guess. It didn't bother me that much because I expected these films to have poor dubbing. I mean, it's not the absolute worst dubbing ever, but still, it's still left to be desired. I don't know, maybe one of these days I can find the unedited version of this film, which would be nice. And I do like the clothing that the female characters were wearing. They look pretty nice in their own little way. That's one of the things I always admired from these films, that the female characters always wore these delightful wardrobes. Even the main heroes would have their nice outfits as well, of course. And of course, again, this is another low-budget kung fu martial arts film, which I don't mind really. So anyway, the film does start off with a fight at this old temple after the credits end up in a bathhouse. So if you're one of those people that's into this kind of kung fu stuff, then you won't mind it really. And
Yep, here's another obscured martial art film to be talking about here. Yes, sir. But that's okay though. I don't mind. So I'll just take this as an opportunity to talk about this for a good moment or two, so people can check it out or not, if it's worth watching, of course. And this is my way of just, exposing these kinds of movies to the public for those who don't even know that these movies even exist. So I guess you can take that as a good thing there.
yeah, it all comes in one fight sequence, and it's all crazy, folks. Yeah, I don't mind the wildness of this film, which I don't mind really. There's plenty of high kicks and whatnot, of course, obviously. So anyway, so I can say that this film is definitely worth watching. But anyway, I kind of wish I could find the film, a better copy of it. The copy I have right is a bit grainy, the images here and there. But maybe I can find the Blu-ray. which I doubt really, but whatever, I suppose. The plot and drama are firmly placed into it, and the fight scenes were good enough, I guess you can say. So, so yeah, I can say that this film was solid enough. It's pretty much what you might expect from these kinds of movies. Yeah, in some ways, it's like a period piece, in sort of piece, in a way. It takes place in like way in ancient time of Asia. So I don't mind really. Of course, you're gonna take this place kind of thing. So, of course, there's gonna be like the hero's journey. He must do what's right, of course, and he must fight the villain. The villain is a despicable guy, like you might expect from these kinds of movies. The sets and costume for this particular film are outlandish. It's a bit over the top in that regard, but whatever, I suppose. It didn't bother me that much really, so I'll get past that. The editing was pretty decent, of course, and the musical score wasn't too bad, I suppose. And overall, this was a pretty passable kung fu movie, folks. And it may not do anything special, really, but overall, I quite enjoyed it myself. I like the story, the characters overall, so it's pretty enjoyable in its own little way. Well, I'll give this film this compliment, folks. At least it wasn't like Matrix 2 and 3, which was god-awful. By which I mean, it's not trying to be like those films. What I mean by that, those films are trying to be deep and meaningful in some sort of manner, with some sort of the chosen one kind of a thing, with some sort of philosophy run deep down. It's just nothing. Basically, a giant air balloons is what I'm saying. It look big, but deep down, they're just shallow, is what I'm saying. So at least this film isn't doing that, at least. So anyway, this film is getting an overall rating of a 5.5 out of 10. It gets a 5.5 out of 10 from me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. Oh yeah, until next time, folks.